back here, you know, yesterday was supposed to be the Sugar Bowl. It also was New Year's Day coming out of New Year's Eve. But also for Louisianians, you had the Tournament of Roses Parade and the Louisiana float that's out there every year. With that, we had Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, who was in Pasadena yesterday. He joins us now live on the phone. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Are you still in Pasadena, or have you made the trip back home just yet?
No, we were able to get a flight this morning, so we're headed back this morning. We'll be heading to the airport in a few minutes.
And let's just start with where you would like to address this matter.
Well, it's a horrible, you know, we want to keep everyone in our prayers, those families, and, you know, to sum it up, the 6 o'clock yesterday morning, as they stepped out of the Rose headquarters to announce the winners of the parade floats, they did a moment of silence for those people in New Orleans, and then they announced that Louisiana won one of the floats awards. And with over 100 Louisianans out here, it's a little tough to celebrate what's going on back home and promote our great state here in California.
You know, there are so many things that our city was looking forward to. People visiting here in the city were looking forward to. And it's not just the games, right? People come for the game if they are maybe a fan or a parent of someone who's playing on either of the teams for the Sugar Bowl today. But you know, people come because they say, okay, we're playing in the Sugar Bowl this year, but also we get to go to New Orleans. We get to spend some time, and people will add time to their trip. What is the message that you want to send to anyone who is here in the city or maybe had plans to visit New Orleans? What do you want them to know? Right.
Well, we obviously got some work to do, and you know, you can't stop these things from happening. But I'm a little angry in the fact that, you know, some things in that French Quarter we've been trying to do for years have not gotten done. And to think that some of those barricades were in for repair with such a big event. And I was glad to hear the governor step up to the mic yesterday and said he's going to fix it. Because just like putting the New Orleans police in the French Quarter, which I saw improvements every day from what the state police were doing, you know, somebody's got to take charge and get these things to give the confidence of the public we're doing everything we can to make it safe.
Most definitely, sir. And as you're speaking, we're seeing that cell phone video that perhaps you have seen, many have seen, of the moment the driver of the truck made that turn onto Bourbon Street, accelerating his speed. And at that point, bollards that were meant to be in place, as you mentioned, were not in place because they're being repaired for the Super Bowl. But I brought this point up yesterday to other area leaders as we were working to get to the bottom of what was the issue there. This was part of federal funding to put those in place to prevent situation like that from happening yesterday. So what needs to be done to make sure that there's more of a permanent plan in place for the maintenance of this product?
Well, it starts with leadership in the city, you know, and you rely on things to happen that should be happening. I've been dealing with the French Quarter, trying to get it cleaned up and make it the shining star of our city since I've been lieutenant governor, and I failed miserably because they just don't see any urgency in making that all it could be. And that's from safety to clean. I mean, the city can't even get the garbage contract straight. So as I heard, I could see the governor's passion yesterday that he's going to get it fixed. And I got all the confidence in him. He will get it fixed. And it's just unfortunate people had to lose their life to see one of the many things that needs to be fixed in New Orleans if we're going to continue to grow our tourism industry and make people feel safe.
And that's a very critical conversation, particularly, sir, with the Super Bowl also set to be here next month. What do you know right now as far as those plans and preparations are concerned?
Well, I know, you know, from Michael Heck being in charge of getting things cleaned up and fixed to the governor's team, I think after this incident, the governor will take a more direct role in making sure the NFL and everything that needs to be done gets done. And I think my message to people is, it's horrible this happened, But I can tell you, the governor, and just like his effort to put the state police in the French Quarter, I've seen the proactive approach they have taken, and we're going to have to take that on a state level, just like some of the laws we've changed in Baton Rouge to keep criminals in jail that keep getting out and committing crimes. We're just going to have all hands on deck to make sure we give the confidence back to the public that we can do this and fix it.
Well, we appreciate your time. Not even made it back here to New Orleans, and you're still on top of this, and we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us this morning.
Let's continue to pray for all those that were affected.
Yes, sir. We do thank you for your time.